So our next classification of core stability is anti-rotation. This is preventing rotation at the spine. Again, very beneficial too for runners especially, because as we run, a lot of runners, especially distance runners, the higher distance, the slower speeds, tend to have more of this rotational torque at the spine. So if we can train those muscles around the spinal column to have more stability, to kind of keep you locked in this better rigid alignment, we can transmit forces a lot easier throughout the kinetic chain without losing energy. So what I like to do here is actually go through a progression from tall kneeling, half kneeling to standing. This exercise is actually called the Pallof press. So all you need for this is a regular band. You can use a TheraBand or some kind of strength band, like this one here is a little more stiff and rigid. So in this position, I'm going to go tall kneeling, which means kneeling on both knees. Why I like this exercise is because we're not just training the core, we're also training the hips to engage as the core engages and stabilizes. So from here, I want to drive my hips forward, squeezing my glutes. So I'm in this tall position. From my knees, hips, shoulders, all the way up through my head and neck, we're in this straight vertical alignment the entire time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this band right out to the middle of the body. I'm going to engage the hips. I don't want to sit back on my heels. I'm going to, at the same time, try to use my abs to pull my rib cage down, so I'm in this nice tall vertical alignment. From here, this is where you add the anti-rotation stress. You're going to push the band straight ahead, hold 2 seconds, and then pull back. Straight ahead, hold 2 seconds, and then come back. So it's hard to see on the video compared to what I feel here, but if I'm not maintaining good anti-rotation stiffness and preventing that motion from happening, as I push out, this band is gonna wanna overcome me. That's where I get the rotation from the spine. So I'm preventing the torque that the band is pulling, trying to pull my body into that rotational position. So again, here, and then coming back and getting good strength through the glutes, getting the core, abs, but also those rotators at the spine. From there, what I want to do is go into this half kneeling position. I really like this for runners because now we're creating a solid base in this split stance position, and very similar to running. One leg is forward, one leg is back. So we're getting that really good hip stability here at the same time. So from here, half kneeling, Pallof press, same thing, right down the middle of the body. I can already feel my hips engaging because it's trying to pull me over to the side. It's a little more unstable. I'm going to push right down the middle, 2 seconds, and then come back. Right down the middle and come back. So that is the second part of the progression. Again, noticing my inside leg is always the up leg. If I was going to do the other leg up, I wouldn't stay in this position. I would actually flip around completely to have my left leg up. So the leg that's closest to the attachment point is the leg that's up in the lunge position. From there, after I get that down, I'm going to raise this band up a little bit higher. I'm going to go into the standing Pallof press. So now I have to control more joints to kind of keep that stability throughout the kinetic chain. So here, small squat position, butt is back. That band is going to pull right down the middle of the body, right down the sternum here, straight ahead. I'm going to press, hold 2 seconds, and then come back. Press, and then come back. So those are a few anti-rotation progressions of the Pallof press: tall kneeling, half kneeling, and standing. Again, great exercise to help teach the core how to prevent rotation before we go into more forceful exercises where we're actually causing rotation at the spine.